Greetings and welcome to FactionMasters Season 5. This is Game 23, the finals. We have the High Elves being played by DQI and the Skyspear Avians being played by Run. And I have both finalists with me here for the video commentary. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
DQI, we'll start with you since you're on the bottom here and we've got your player perspective. What kind of strategies or ideas do you have coming into this game against Skyspear Avians?
The main thing is to avoid getting blown up by the Sky Assault. That's always in your back of your mind, and otherwise you just get trade reasonably well. Keep Valeria safe, use the Sanctity, try to get value from the Sanctity.
Okay, so you're seeing this as something where you'd probably take a slow approach rather than just charging in.
You need to use Valeria, I think, but you need Sanctity to do that effectively. Otherwise, she just gets blown up. So yeah, you want to move her forward, but be careful.
All right, and Run, what were you thinking at the beginning of this match?
Well, that's what I hate to hear. Everything DQI said, I completely agree with. I have a winning record against High Elves, but when I look at those games, what some lower ELOs might do is run Valeria forward, and then you play Loyalty and Arbiter of War, and then I come in and say thank you for the buffs. And it can be a very quick game. But the High Elves have a lot of defensive tools, and I think their commons are perfectly capable of trading with the strongish avian commons. And if what I'm expecting is that we're going to have some kind of mid-range tussle where if I run in suicidally, you know, a 5 health steward can be chewed up very easily. And so I'm expecting kind of a sparring match with the commons, but happy to take any kill shot that gets offered to me. But charging in, you can easily get chewed up if they don't make mistakes. So I'm kind of expecting a similar common sparring, see what we can set up. But having to be the aggressor, I think, to some degree.
All right, well, let's get it started here. I'm just going to hit play, and if you want to make a point or something, we'll pause it from time to time, but we'll get it going here. Starting off with the priest summoning on the top row, and Valeria pushing that Arbiter of Justice forward to attack the Sage. Gonna need a couple of hits here from the priest though to finish him off.
It was a pretty rough start.
Yeah, lucky me there, but
yeah,
definitely making his presence known.
Because now in some sense Valeria is already exposed a bit, but I mean it's turn 1, so usually you're fine.
And I feel like this justice has to be addressed here. I can't have that aura making all my troops hurt themselves trying to counter Valeria.
Really good use of a turn 1 gather there to get your troops right in position. Even Battle Song.
Yeah, I had a pretty event-heavy opening hand, and I just decided to use them. If we can clear that up in one shot, then we get this attack. Had a kill chance with the Worthy, but still did some harm.
Now, Battle Song on the first turn makes me think you maybe have the other Battle Song in hand already.
Ooh, that's what I thought too.
I actually don't. I just thought it'd be good value to get the kill without taking damage.
Well, that you did. Nice line formation here, DQI. I like this defensive column.
It's incredibly awkward because all his units are in the back, so I didn't want to run in yet because I don't have Sanctity, so I stay back. Try to get something going.
I was trying to invite you in and you didn't take the bait.
Yeah, I took a really long time about it, but I need Sanctity before I can go forward.
And I was pretty happy with this gate, thinking it was safe enough and could offer us some more attack opportunities
Yeah.
coming on all sides. But we see the first of the tricks.
I got lucky here. Well, it's a 3 out of 4. But...
Oh, it was fair. Anytime you get that atone kill double attack, that was good to see. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the magic denial too. It really helps, although it does leave your own commons a little bit less protected. Gathering Song number 2 here. Event heavy
Yeah, I
early
got them
hand,
both
as you
pretty
said.
early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the plan here is we don't even gather up front. The plan is to take this justice out and then save the weakened birds. And then have a nice wall of gates, nothing to attack.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of birds. They have no elves.
Mm-hmm.
That roll really disappointed me, though. I do
Yeah,
have
that's
Sky Assault. The plan was to Sky Assault with the Sage to get the kill if there was 1 life left on the Justice. But I couldn't justify it for a 44% chance. So I just pull back, and that Justice gets to...
And this is an incredibly awkward turn
bother.
for me. I eventually decide to move Albus forward, just so I can move Valeria up a bit and be safe. But I know I'm gonna lose Albus here. And I already have Cassia in hand. And I really don't want to throw Cassia, but I mean, I don't have mana, so magic. So I have to keep something going, so I throw Cassia. And that leads me to take some other decisions in this game.
I spent half the game checking whether you had enough mana for Cassia or not. Here we're exposing those low health birds. You know, I want to get value from that 1 health sentinel early. He's kind of a liability, so we bring him up to do his thing. So we're kind of having a go wide strategy here, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
hoping some of this lives and then we can get a few more attacks in.
Birds are
And I
way ahead on the
still
board
don't
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't have my Sanctity, and I mean, this is such an awkward turn. I just summon everything just to get them out of my hand. But I do get lucky here with my rolls, again.
This was
See?
this was good.
Do it.
Perfect. They're
Do
fair,
it.
but it was doing good here.
1 out of 2.
Nice cleanup.
Mhm.
Keeping Valeria safe.
Very lucky.
And getting a small magic advantage, I would say. Still pretty close, though.
So this begins, I think, an awkward mid game because my little offensive gates are dead. The Diver's Scrod got wiped out. In all of these turns, I really want like 4 moves. The problem with going wide is you end up not able to coordinate things perfectly. You know, the Steward's just sitting there waiting to die over there.
And now I have Sanctity, so now I can actually go.
And this is where, much like with the Swamp Orc game, I think the game hinges on how many times Valeria can just slaughter a 5 health Steward.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the first time that happens.
Came up a little short, though.
A lot of my earlier turns, I was trying not to leave them in oblige range, and you know, it's hard to stay safe. Her range is 4, really,
It's
if
big.
she can pull something towards her.
Yeah.
She is a big girl.
Keeping Titus in the
No,
hand, just in case.
I need to play him. I think, like, right now I'm thinking I need to play Titus because I have thrown Cassia, and I have played most of my commons already. Like, I'm looking at my deck. I'm thinking I need value from this Titus guy.
With Sanctity, just getting to abuse Ava a bit. Hoping for some cleanup. Thing number 1, 11 more attacks to go.
Good turn for Liberty.
Yes,
I was
now
really worried about... Yeah, go ahead.
I can take the spot next to Eva. and start killing some of these sages.
I think killing a sage is just as good as killing a steward. So targeting them is top secret anti-bird tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it depend on how many are on the board?
Well, there's gonna be less of them.
Yeah, I deck the sage just because I want to keep Valeria able, not get locked in. So I get the priest up there.
That's good. Yeah,
and
you don't want to
the
get
priest up there
surrounded.
with the last overtake. Yeah, so that they can keep
Right.
moving. And now we have enough mana to summon Titus. Like, that's also was an objective last turn. If I wouldn't have rolled the 2 out of 2, I would have thrown the Justice, but that would have been bad.
Making good use of the Liberty here to get some ping damage in on Valeria. Oh, not that one, though.
We got to liberty that. I regretted him not being worthy, but it wouldn't have mattered, I guess, for the stats.
Right. Good place
So
for
now
a
I can
gate.
get Titus up.
Yeah.
This is my first gate, actually.
Yeah, I do see that.
And I still have 2 in the draw pile.
Using the Oblige to keep Valeria safe and finish off the Steward. Very useful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sweating now.
Yeah, I think I would be too.
Yeah.
But you have done a lot of damage to Valeria without taking much yourself. But Titus, 9 health is not going to go down quick. And you're low on magic. Both teams here are low on magic. So you're going to have to fight with what you have on the board.
I could have swung at that gate, but figured some cleanup was in order. Valeria being a little exposed on that side.
The Sentinels are actually pretty good in this situation. I hadn't realized, but they can't be pushed.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome when it comes up.
They are interesting.
So will we see a loyalty here?
No. I would have loyalty here.
Too risky? Just for one damage?
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, one melee or one range die on Eva.
I don't think you can play it against avians, basically.
It's really hard.
There's a lot of ways for the High Elves to shoot themselves in the foot, and I think that card is one of them.
And here you get the 3 out of 3. This hurts.
We were happy with it. I was gonna break it with the Sentinel if I needed to, but now we get a free nothing there.
But you get a shot on Valeria.
Absolutely. So that's what we're thinking. A little behind. Titus is up, but
No more Oblige.
I will say at some
Yeah.
point.
I have the next Sanctity.
Ah, just what you needed. Just in time. But almost out of deck. We're in the
Mhm.
late game here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pause after
My
this turn?
plan.
Yes, I will.
Oh, please continue your plan, yeah.
I love that double engage there. Double greater engage. That's such a powerful tool if you can set it up.
Yeah, it is very powerful.
All right, we're gonna pause here for some monologuing while I run. Go for it.
Oh, not too much.
Okay.
I just wanted to humanize Ol Run here and say that when this turn happened, I was ecstatic. I said, "Oh my goodness, DQI's overextended. We have some divers, and I have a gate in my hand, and I realize we can trap Valeria by dropping that gate." And I don't know if you watched how many times I'm trying to figure out how are you going to escape the little bird box, etc. And I have a Sky Assault to seal the deal. Sanctity's on. Did you know Titus has 2 powers? On his
Oh yes,
card?
he does.
Oh, you didn't notice?
No, I did notice after like an embarrassingly long time of planning the delicious victory, and I thought, wait, oh no, he's very smart and good at the game. This is terrible news.
Mhm.
So we did have to change plans a little bit here. The plan of ignore Titus and just keep pinging Valeria has suddenly dramatically changed. So now
Yeah,
I
he's
think my hand is
half
forced to try
Vanguard,
to do
isn't
7
he?
damage here. And that changes the game. So I just wanted to shout out to the Titus fan club. This guy is doing work right now.
Look at this sword.
Yeah, he is very good.
I could slice a bird in half in
Well,
one
he's
swing.
not very-
You gotta watch out.
He's really very good in the right situations. Like he's
Oh.
very situational, but very strong when you can get him out and protect Valeria.
I'm sure there's better lines here, perhaps, but we opted for if we don't kill Titus, then Valeria's going to be protected the whole rest of the game. She'll keep that whole flank closed. So, you did a great job. All right, that's the
Well,
monologue.
Titus-
The monologue is me
okay.
saying.
I was gonna say Titus is a bit easier to kill than Valeria right now, even if you would have to do it with ones. But let's hit play and
Oh,
see
we
what
have options.
transpires.
I have 2 gates, so
Yeah, that's
I still
true.
have 1 gate in the deck.
One more
Just
on
don't
the
So I
way.
was
know
hoping you-
that I should be able to avoid the Sky
I was
Assault.
hoping you discarded one, but that's good to know.
But I do get lucky.
Can't skip a ping. Gotta take the ping. And we do the surround, of course. So here's the real crux of the game. Can she
Mhm.
escape?
Only 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Titus is lasting
Yeah.
a while.
But wait for it. Yeah.
But he pulls through. Yes. Yeah, so now I want to get Valeria out, right? I have to kill this guy. And then I move the priest up there.
All my initial plans were to block that spot with Ava, but after realizing Valeria couldn't take too much damage, I didn't think I'd be able to get Ava out safely. So had
Yeah,
to leave you the opening, I
Sanctity
believe.
is over. I'm gonna pause it again, so I can take a look. This is a very interesting end game, because I think it's going to come down to what are these 3 cards in Run's hand. He's only got 1 magic, so he can't make a lot more stuff. And
The
somehow
3 cards.
yeah,
Oh, go on, sorry.
somehow
Well, it has to be
Titus
Sky, so,
somehow
right?
Titus has to be dealt with before we can focus Valeria on this line. So yeah, go ahead, Run.
They are Sage, Battle Song, and Sky Assault. So the general game plan here is going to be a Sage, Ava, Sky Assault with the commons making room for it.
Okay, let's see how it works out.
So while I pause, can I?
Yes, go ahead.
Um,
Please tell us.
So I looked at this turn for a long time. I wanted to kill both the Sentinel and the Diver, because I also thought he would have at least 1 event and probably 2. So if I can kill both his units, then he has very little firepower. But I didn't manage to do it. Go ahead, continue.
Okay.
I eventually settled to just kill the 1 guy and. Oh wait, it's his turn. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it's his
So
turn
Sanctity
now.
is still up, so we
Still
can't take
Sanctity.
the shot now.
Yep.
If we did the Sage Sky Assault, it's just 2 damage, and then I'm worried that I'll may or may not ever get a shot again with blocking ability. So we get her down to 3.
Yeah, perfect timing with the Sanctities.
Now that's
Yeah,
Okay,
so there were a lot of
I-
ways I could have killed both units, both the Sentinel and the Diver, but then Valeria would have probably taken a 3 out of 3 ranged hit. or well, a 3-die ranged hit. So I opted to keep her safe.
Okay, so are these gates about to go down on either side of her?
I think it plays just one.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
one. You don't need the other one because he's blocking the. He has plenty of blockers on the other side. Anything on the other side of Valeria can't fly, so it can't
That's
sky assault
true.
through the piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
That's why we summoned that stage early, so it would be able to fly just in case. You know, maybe DQI discarded both gates, and we get a shot on these turns.
Maybe I draw both gates in the last 5 cards.
As long as they're there when you need them. So now I'm thinking, if we peck through the gate, we need to keep the sage alive to make that lethal.
So close.
Yeah, I get lucky
Wanted
again.
the-
I get lucky so many times this game.
Wanted the 50-50, and we went for it because I wanted Sage to keep more life, but it works out. Easy 3 out of 3 here. Oh, darn. And then we'll get to our next turn.
So now I'm thinking this last card, it's Sky Assault, right? It has to be Sky Assault. But I've been surprised before, and then all of a sudden there's a diver or kill for it, or who knows what else.
Yeah. Could
Straight
be.
diver would have been awesome. I did
So
play
I'm
all 4
trying to-
divers.
Oh, it didn't even count.
Nice hit through again with the atonement
worries.
aura. It's Ava alone.
They were trying to get a shot.
And one card, one mystery card.
Whatever could it be?
That's she's trying to fly over behind me, but deny that with the last game.
And
Make the line so she can't
yeah,
assault from
this
the
line
left.
here,
Mhm,
excellent, excellent line DQI. I love how everything is blocked off so she can't sky assault. But still, 3 movement, that's going to be hard to pin down and keep Valeria safe the whole time. And there's always that threat of the mystery card.
I don't know, right? But I'm just betting it's Sky Assault at this point. Make the line that the other way.
3 out of 3. Wow,
That's a 3 out of 3.
that's big.
And now she's
Yeah.
now Ava's.
I'm tempted to
gonna stop
just
flying
fly
around.
by Valeria and go out with style, but gotta play for the outs, see what the dice are gonna do for you.
Exactly.
Here's an opening, all we have to do is live.
Left to 3 ranged and 3 melee. And then get the 3 out of 3 on Valeria.
I think I've had bigger long shots this tournament. There it is.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Unfortunate.
Wow, what a great game. Thanks for joining me, both of you. Do you have any comments to close us out here? Run, why don't you go
ahead, you
first?
go
Do you have
first.
any thoughts to take away here?
Yeah, I think fantastic game, and it went the way I figured a loss would go. I think that the leveraging Valeria and Sanctities was just perfect. You know, the exact amount of risk. You know, even with the diver pings, didn't get enough in. Going wide, these are the penalties of it. You can set yourself up in bad positions. You know, if your flock is too big, you still only get 3 moves. Probably would need to be aggressive a few turns earlier. So that's my take home is next time we'll just fly over there and try to push a little harder. Coming down to the wire with the cards, you know, it was pretty easy to get the right reads. And I told DQI just every angle's perfect. Sky Assault's just not going to happen. So just great footwork. Very good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, DQI, we've seen a lot of good High Elf games from you this tournament. I feel like this was your best one. You feel like you did everything
you.
right, or maybe a few things could have been better?
I think I made the right decision to discard Cassia and go for Titus
Mm.
this game.
Yeah.
I did get lucky. He left at 1 health there. I don't know how this game would have gone otherwise.
Yeah, it
And
certainly could
thanks
have
a
gone
lot
the
for
other way.
hosting the tournament, of course.
Oh, my pleasure.
You know, I had the option to ping Titus there instead of Valeria, and obviously kicking
Mm.
myself in hindsight. But I
No.
figured the dice
Oh,
would
you
do
could
what
have
the
went to
dice do
diver.
regardless.
Mhm.
So yeah, the little tricks there. But then Valeria would be at higher life, and you never know what the stats will be like for that 3 out of 3 at the end. So
Great.
you know,
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't say lucky. I think it's the perfectly reasonable odds on these outcomes.
Yeah, I think that the dice were pretty even all game long. I haven't done the analysis on it, but I would expect to come out right around what we expected. Always that little bit of wiggle room, though. Sometimes just one hit different can make a big difference, for sure.
Yeah, that's the game.
Yeah. Well,
But,
thank you.
yeah, I thought
Yeah, go ahead.
it was a very enjoyable game. Well done to Run. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, no, absolutely. I had a blast. Thanks for flexibility on the timing. That worked out pretty well. No, this whole tournament was just absolutely stellar. High caliber play from everybody, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here. So, thank you DQI for a great game. Thank you Clarissimus for hosting.
And thanks to all our viewers for joining us along the way. Congratulations again to DQI for a fantastic tournament win, Season 5 champion. And Season 6 will be coming up, I want to say maybe end of March, early April. So everybody out there watching, if it isn't April yet, you got a little more time. Pick your favorite faction, run them to the top, and you can represent them for Season 6. Thanks again to everybody, and we'll see you next time for more Faction Masters.